Just to save. So I capture. What a terrible song that is. We want to say A. Alright. Excuse me. So we're in a town called Ruithim, which has been like taken over by pirates or something. It's like a coastal town, and they've taken over all the docks and stuff, trying to liberate the town. And the encounter rate here is insane. Enemies freaking jumping down your throat every like 2 steps. It's ridiculous. Case in point, we take 1 step and we're attacked. Auto battle. Doing work there. Oh my god. I hate this place so much. To the west, an old abandoned mansion towers above you. Its once lovely carvings of mermaids have crumbled into lumps of stone. Yay, I got away. Harsh laughter fills this room, joined by the flickering light and smoky air of fire. Pirates leap at you. It's an ambush. Oh, this is gonna suck. Ow. Nice. Alright. Among the pirate's effects, you find a handwritten note. This time, stay out of the house. Only a few things left, I'm afraid. Gonna close up shop. You interested in anything you see? Two. Hey, HR Meanert, how you doing? Alright. Hey, Amasigo. How you doing, man? Shop. Oh, okay. You want something? Stop up the shop. Cold blast of air blows the door shut behind you with a loud bang as you step into the room. Cold wind suddenly blows past, chilling you to the bone. It is an ill wind, for with it come undead monsters. Gotta love clerics. Chill breeze deepens the cold. Your torches flicker, then go out as their light is consumed by the blackness. More undead. At least our clerics are high enough to turn whites and like destroy them. You just got back from your workout, right on. I'm doing alright. Sudden freezing cold of this room sends shivers through everyone in the party, for Scripter says, "Look, someone's here." Several beams flow out of the walls. Red shield and the blood axe? Those sound cool. +2 shield, +3 axe. Exciting auto battle. Alright. Door slides open silently, revealing two smiling Luskan captains, sword drawn. They leap forward and attack. Oh no, two of them. You see a tall, dark-haired man shackled to the wall, lying on a bed of straw. He looks to have been sleeping, but now his dark eyes watch you quietly and intently. Pops helps pull the man. Wow, let me try that again. Pops helps the man pull the chain from the wall, then smashes the shackle. The prisoner stands, his tall silhouette, the proud and erect form of a leader of men. Record where he says his journal entry number 52. Session to open my journal. Hey Soda, how you doing, man? Journal. Red Leg story. I am Captain Redleg, a name I acquired courtesy of a shark with sharp teeth and first mate with a sharp tongue. You come along and breaking that spell is a brace of salt air in the morning. I hate these Luskan low captains and their flimsy-robed magic men. I hate this alliance. When those cursed pirates came here with their talk of conquering Waterdeep, I didn't listen. The first axe swallowed it like a marlin takes a bait. Once Luskan had what it wanted, the first axe was the first axed, and I wound up in the brig. With their threats against innocent hostages, they forced me to command the fleet, my fleet, to blockade Waterdeep. When I refused to order attacks on defenseless merchants, they had one of those long-robed daffodils from the host tower cast a spell on me to make me say the words they wanted my men to hear. But that was then, and this is now. Now we have the heroes of Asgore fighting by our side. We'll send the scurvy lot of them to blow bubbles with the fish in the Luskan harbor. Right. I can raise Rutham, Redleg shouts, much too loudly for comfort. I can blast these brigands, but I'll need your help. You have Shipmaster Redleg as a member of your party? Right. Now let's get on with it. He stoops and takes the sword of a slain captain. We have to hurry, they'll be after me soon. Now, back to the guard room. So what is this guy? Level 9 fighter? That's Pops. Oops. Level 12 fighter. Yeah. And he says, glancing back and forth, then we go through the secret door to the north, and the one after that. Hey, Taper Karen, how you doing, man? Judging by the bunks built against each wall, many men are quartered here. A large group, resting or playing cards when you enter, rises to defend their base. Thanks so much, man. Oh, the voice to text didn't work. Text to speech. Weird. Well, thank you so much for the subscription, man. 5 months, that's awesome. Much appreciated. Oh man, this fucking place. So how's your Baldur's Gate playthrough going there, Taper Karen? So where the heck are we supposed to take this guy? We fished on Saturday, right on. Nicely done. $55 hours total. Not the 200 that some people claim that game is, that's for sure. So where the frick? He said to the guardhouse. Guardhouse. Oh, you didn't do the Twisted Rune or Kangax? That's too bad. Yeah, I'm not much of a completionist, but I do like optional, like challenging bosses and stuff. It's usually pretty fun. You get a pretty good ring for killing Kangax. A really nice staff for doing the Twisted Ring. Yeah, Kangax is pretty easy if you get the the staff. You know. But if you just go do a circuit of all the temples in town and buy every protection from Undead scroll they have, Kangax is a joke. Now west and then north. On to the pier farthest to the northeast. Guessing he doesn't mean this. You walk out onto a sturdy wooden pier. Hold a second, let me find it. Redleg throws his legs over the pier, then drops down to the rocks below. There it is! Redleg calls to you. Looking down, you see him standing in a small boat that bobs beneath the pier. Shouts suddenly come from behind you. Guards rushing to attack. See, with protection from undead up, Kangax can't even target you. So much so that he can't even initiate the conversation that triggers the fight. You have to talk to him yourself. Like normally he'll do is, fools! Now you die. He can't even target you to talk to you. It's pretty funny. Oh shit, they're behind me too. Yep. Got some King's Bow. Oh my god. Here come the reinforcements. Yeah, I've got some King's Bounty music in there. I love that soundtrack. Those games in general are really, really good. One of those rare instances where a video game remake / reboot, whatever you want to call it, ended up being better than the original. Okay. The fuck? Yeah, no shit. This is a little ridiculous. Ow. is going on? What the fuck? These guards put in so much overtime they now work for Rockstar. Yep. $12,000 XP each. 12,000 XP each. So we actually got what, like 72,000 XP? Holy shit. That's a little ridiculous. Stick out here. Doesn't look like it. They're after me, alright, Redleg says. Hurry, get aboard before more come along. Get in boat. One by one, you drop off the pier and into the boat. Then take up the oars. Redleg pilots the small craft out to a sleek, tall-masted sailing ship waiting outside the harbor. Hey, Victor. Ordering you to wait, he climbs up a rope ladder. You hear a brief skirmish, then cheers go up from the deck above you. Redleg calls down. All's clear, come on up. Minutes later, the party is safely on board and sailing west, with Shipmaster Redleg at the helm. We're here, Redleg announces, dropping anchor up the coast a short distance from Luskin. Now, everyone, into the skiff. Crew drops a small boat into the water and you take up the oars. Rowing in silence, you travel south, then turn into the mouth of the Mirar River. This is the spot. Put in over there. Redleg points to a small dock. Pops jumps out and moors the boat. Let's get a bit of rest now while we can, Redleg says, leading the party into a tiny room. I'm tired and we have much to do. As you step out of the room, a pair of guards looks you over. One asks, "What's your business?" Before you can answer, the other yells, "That's Redleg!" This is how is should be. This supposed to be this is how it should be. Redleg shouts, "Good fighters taking Ruthven and Luskin back from these cursed pirates. I have to go now. It's up to me to save Ruthven and stop the blockade of Waterdeep. I'm forever in your debt. Farewell." Redleg heads back to the dock, jumps into the skiff, and rows away. Okay. Shouts and curses fill this room. Captain arguing nose to nose with a sorceress. "Well, now they're here," the captain yells sarcastically, drawing his sword. "Are you ready to make up your mind and go after them now?" Guards and mages attack. Shit. he's dead. Fuck. Oh my god, fuck off. Really? Huh? Uh-huh. Why didn't I save after I did this fight? I just nuked my whole party. Fucking great. Okay. It's not wise for you to return here, says the officer. The High Captains are not pleased. You'd best leave while you still can. You're supposed to just run away? We rescued the dude we were supposed to rescue. We need to go here, supposedly. is this song? 2 losers in a row. Alright, can I fucking, like, move 10 feet without dying to, like, random encounters that are insane? Some guards here appear to be discussing what to do with the prisoner. They draw their weapons and attack the party. Hey, get these ropes off of me, a loud female voice commands. After a moment, the voice changes. The familiar face of Jagerda breaks into a smile as she recognizes the party. It's you again. I was just about to free myself from these ropes. Help me finish them off. As you untie her, Jagerda tells her story and you record it as journal entry number 72. Shall we join forces once again? Sure. Good. I guess I should probably read that journal entry. Journal entry 72, Jagerda's story. No sooner did I arrive in Ruathim than some fool pirates guards ambushed me. What was I thinking? Daydreaming about going home to Gundrim and rock climbing in all my favorite places, I suppose. In any event, they came up behind me, and I woke up with a big headache in a Luskan troop ship that brought me here. I was just about to break free from those ropes when you came along, really. Alright, good. Jagerda tells you enthusiastically, let us go and destroy the evil ones who are trying to destroy the Savage Frontier. Is there anything else I need to do in this stupid town? Sorry, I'm just checking the walkthrough here to make sure we didn't miss anything. That's shithole. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything left to do here. Let's get out of here. I hope I'm near the end. But I have no idea. It's here that I must leave you, fellow adventurers, for my tasks lie here in Luskan, and in the islands. Is it sure that you're leaving Luskin? Yep. Then may Helm protect you on your path. You choose to travel. She embraces each member of the party, glances around, then disappears back into the city. Okay, so we need to go to somewhere where there's a training hall. I think Neverwinter has one. Yeah. There we go. Make sure the race hack works. Should be a half elf. Good. Okay. Okay, what's the crown say now? The Council of Mirabar is about to hold its annual meeting in that northern city. They've been swayed by the lies and false attacks of our enemies and are considering joining Luskin in its war against us. You must go to the Council, show them the papers and the crystals you have recovered, and prove to them that it is Luskin, not the Lord's Alliance, who is their enemy. Alright, I think that means we're coming up on the end here. So we need to go up to Mirabar. Well, at least there's no spellcasters. Just let them come to me. Carrying that's so heavy. $1,400 platinum is what he's carrying that's so heavy. Yeah, I mean, money having weights, it's realistic, but it doesn't add anything to the game at all. It's annoying. Let's drop some of this crap. Maybe we can't move far because it's like winter. Maybe the snow is like slowing me down. So nobody can move very far in here. City guards stops you and demand your names. One, his helmet bearing a captain's crest, seems to recognize them. Go to the meeting of the council, head east, you'll see the sign above the big double doors. You'd best hurry and keep your weapons ready, he adds. With the threat of war, the streets of Mirabar are full of friendly mercenaries and not-so-friendly spies. So, the adventurers have come. Despite Waterdeep's treason to the Lord's Alliance, you are the heroes of Asgore, and the Council of Mirabar will grant you a hearing. Introduce ourselves. Roaring booms, you waste our time. What have you to tell us now? Present evidence. Esteemed council members, begins Pops, we have here proof that Waterdeep did not betray you, nor was Waterdeep itself betrayed by other members of the Lord's Alliance. This has all been a plot devised by the Zentarim, the Krakens, and the Host Tower of the Arcane. They sought to divide the Lord's Alliance so that Luskan and Ruthim would wage war, conquer your cities one at a time. Party searches, produces the blue, green, and red crystals along with one of each of the 10 lucky moves. Pops reads them aloud, and the council listens in stunned silence. When Pops is finished, Roram stands and says, "We owe you much for your work. We know now that Waterdeep never betrayed the Lord's Alliance, and that our historic friendship should continue. Allow me to present you with a small token on behalf of Mirabar and its people." And, Roram continues, "Please join me at my home this evening for a celebration that lies on the north bank of the river, on the western edge of the city." King Steelfist stands and says, "I too would like to reward you on behalf of the dwarves of Mirabar. Come to my castle on the north bank of the river, on the eastern." Suddenly, a disturbance breaks out. The Neverwinter representative has slipped out of his seat and is trying to get past the council guards. In the struggle, his robe is torn away, revealing the tattoo of a purple squid emblazoned on one shoulder. "Imposter!" Roram shouts. "He's a Kraken spy! Stop him!" Council doors burst open and more Krakens rush in. Pops cries, "Forward! Defend the council!" Yeah, closed door off and we saw his purple squid. Yeah. loves its reinforcements. Fuck! Jesus. $14,000 XP. You have our thanks once more, heroes of Asgore. Do visit myself and Steelfist at our homes as soon as possible. There's one more urgent matter which we must discuss. Okay. My friends, a record keeper you vaguely recall from the council meeting greets you. Our noble leader is expecting you. His chambers lie to the south. Many battle-ready human guards occupy this chamber. They ignore the party and continue talking among themselves. Ditto. An enormous oaken table dominates this room. At its head is a fat, bearded man, Belastal Rorum, the Marchion of Mirabar. Come in, he booms. Glad you accepted my invitation. Hey, fake bagel. Please, join me in this feast. He gestures with a dripping drumstick, guiding you to the seats around the table. His massive jowls jiggle as he talks, causing the chicken scraps stuck in his beard to dance in a macabre revue. You enjoy some of the best food in the Northern Realms. Record what Rorum has to say as journal entry number 70. Belastal Rorum's offer. Rorum's massive jowls jiggle as he talked, and with every word the chicken scraps stuck in his beard would dance in a macabre review. He said that in the game. Anyway, you adventurers, chomp, have done it, you. Splendid job. Come feast with me. Rorum grabbed a dagger and used it to tear a chunk of meat from the roast beside him, before driving it point first into the table. We'd already decided that the food did indeed look good and sat down to enjoy the meal. After we had eaten our fill, which in Rorum's case was enough to empty several local ranches, we retired through a hidden door in the back of the room. Seated in a plush chair in his comfortable study, Rorum told us, "Now that the city is safe for the moment, what are we going to do about the gem?" He reached into a large bowl beside his chair and stuffed a fistful of candies into his mouth. If our enemies find it before we do, everything you've accomplished will be lost. Another mass of sticky candy entered his mouth, some brightly colored pieces saving themselves from destruction by clinging to his thick red beard. We think it is somewhere in the Ice Peak, in the hoard of the long-dead dragon Freezefire. Of course, more candy, the Krakens almost certainly know as much or more than we do. And the dwarves, more candy, they claim that Freezefire's hoard is really theirs. Now, candy, that simply is not true. My great-great-grandfather, Prejudge Rorum himself, brought his own great wealth north when he moved here, and the dragons stole it from him and his people. Now, candy, I would send an army to the Ice Peak now, but we still have to defend Mirabar against raids by ogres and, candy, orcs, and ettins, and so on. So, I'm afraid our hopes must ride with you. He reached for the bowl once more and frowned to find it empty. Reaching beneath his chair, he withdrew a large velvet bag from which he poured a stream of nuts and raisins. The gem must be recovered to ensure the safety of the North. When it comes to the division of any treasure you may recover, nuts and raisins, I will depend upon your sense of honor. I have one more offer to make you, Rarm says. Will you take my most loyal hammer, Creador, with you? He'd be of great help. Sure. Well then, says Rarm, you are very well prepared. May Helm guide and guard you on this important mission until our swords are raised together in triumph once again. Who's this guy? Level 9 fighter. Sure. Okay. Welcome, good people, calls a well-dressed dwarf approaching the party. Please, come in. Be at home. The king is expecting you. His chambers are here to the east and south. Many torches light this small chamber. Rich tapestries hang on the walls, and a golden throne sits before the far wall. King Steelfist rises in greeting as you enter. Record your discussion as journal entry number 68. King Steelfist's offer. Dwarves of Mirabar and their king, thank you for your efforts in saving our city from the deceptions of our enemies. He bowed low and descended from his throne to approach our party. Greater events still threaten us. You may have heard stories of a magical gem from ancient times, and the chance that it may be rediscovered. To the north and west of here lies the Ice Peak, a mountain that rises from the freezing waters of the trackless sea. It was the ancient home of the merciless white dragon named Freezefire, who terrified the northern realms for centuries. It was this magical gem that was used to destroy Freezefire centuries ago, though we have no record of how the deed was done. A powerful magic item may still be there, awaiting adventurers with the strength and courage to come find it in the barren wastes. It was the same dragon, Freezefire, that stole the treasure of our ancestors, treasure that generations labored mightily to wrest from the hearts of so many northern mountains. We are going to the Ice Peak to find the hoard of the White Dragon. We seek the gem to strengthen the Lord's alliance and keep it from our enemies. We seek to recover the gold stolen from our ancestors. We hope that you too will choose to come to the Ice Peak and help us in this noble mission. So now that the main story of the game is done, they're just like, hey, want to go to these mountains and fucking get a gem? It's nothing to do with the story whatsoever. That's how they're going to end the game. Receive this gift of the dwarves of Mirabar and their king. Golden battle axe. And now, the king continues, you must be on your way. May Vergadden guide you safely until you stand beside me once again. Three gold. Don't need it. Hey, Marcane. Alright. So I guess we're going to some fucking ice mountain now. I think we have to take a boat from Luskan to get there. Can't we just pretend that now that we've saved Mirabar and all the cities, that we finished the game and it's over? No, I know what to do next. It's just, I just want this to be over. I've had my fill of this game. Look how many enemies we're fighting here. This is some fucking random encounter. Fuck off! Jesus Christ! Like he hit what? 2 of my people and like 20 of theirs? There he goes. War on and all, no ships can go through. We're all packed up and ready to move back to Neverwinter. This isn't the boat I need to take? So I came here for no reason? What boat do I have to take to get to this fucking dump then? Accessible only by sea from Neverwinter. Fuck. How the hell did I get here without getting attacked? That was a miracle. Okay, somewhere here we can take a boat. Ship is docked and taking on passengers. Sure. It takes a ticket to ride the ship. You pay your money over at South Dock Exports. Which is where? Here. You're looking for passage to the islands? Cost is only 200 platinum. Fine. Not headed to either of these places. What? No! 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 It won't. Are you fucking serious? Oh man, I can't wait to be done with this game. This is not a good gold box game at all. Like most gold box games, you actually like adventure and go on dungeons and do cool things. This entire game has been spent going from town to town. All the dungeons are just towns. It's so boring. Am I fighting a million fucking lightning spiders? I am. So that means we're loading our game. Except this game reuses every town from Gateway. They didn't even come up with new areas. You're going through the exact same set of towns that you went through the first time. Okay, so if it's not that dock, is it this one? A graceful sailing ship is docked here and taking on passengers. Save. A seaman says, I have to take your ticket for you to board this ship. Service to the fire shear has now begun. 250 platinum. Okay, there we go. That's where we want it. A9 Skull, how you doing? Seaman takes your ticket. You climb the gangplank and soon set sail for fire shear. Passage from Neverwinter is very difficult. The weather fierce, the sea rough. The captain is just able to put in somewhat south of the fire shear dock. Upon landing, you thank him for his skill and make your way down into the underground city of fire shear. Descending a short flight of steps, you enter a low-ceilinged room. Its walls carved from the rock of the mountains. The chamber is dark, and for once you welcome darkness. Scattered throughout the room, on the stairs, in the doorways, and the twisted bodies of dead miners. Humans, dwarves, and gnomes alike. Some terrible evil has passed this way. Alright. Shit. Look, cries First Scripter, it's an arm. You look down and see the long, clawed, white-furred limb of a huge creature lying in a pool of blood. They all died doing yoga. This is, or was, a guard chamber. A table and chairs have been tossed around the room. The guards here have all been killed. Their bodies tell of an attack by terrible monsters. As you advance down the corridor, everyone in the party increasingly becomes aware that the only sounds you hear are the raps of the party's footfalls and their footsteps. This empty guard chamber has been ransacked. Ditto. Ditto. To the west, you see a flickering, barely visible glow of firelight. You step into the great hall of fire shear. It has been ransacked. A few torches remain lit, their wavering light illuminating a chaotic mass of tables, chairs, and bodies. Near the center of the hall is a massive triangular granite table, overturned and cracked in two. Meet Jesus whispers, "What beast has the strength to have done that?" Desks have been overturned and the contents thrown around the room. One of the letters bears the blue and purple seal of Waterdeep. Recorded as journal entry number 76. An Aster's letter. Dear brother, I have great news. The heroes of Asgore were just here. They interceded at the council just in time, exposed the Kraken plot to divide the Lord's Alliance, and unmasked their spies. The Krakens were posing as Neverwinter representatives. We sent the heroes on to you, with the hope that from there they will continue to the Ice Peak. Please give them every hospitality. It may be the answer to our quest for the gem. I shall be along as soon as possible. Master. Crybaby says, whatever it was that did all this, I hope we can't read. A wide, well-braced mineshaft leads down into the darkness. Another one. And another one. Okay. Great white, long-haired monsters appear ahead of you. The Yetis. Yeti guards. Not just Yetis, but Yeti guards. Apparently Yetis are employed in this place. I turned on the difficulty to get through these fights faster, Marking. which lowers the hit points of the monsters. Since it decides to throw fucking 50 enemies at a time at me, I just got sick of it. Yeah, they'd have 36, which is still not a lot. Oh, these are orcs. Okay. Every fucking step now. Everything here has been destroyed, Crybaby says. Look at this broken shield, the insignia of the 3 falling snowflakes. It belonged to a noble from Neverwinter. Another way down. The fine furnishings of this chamber have been slashed, smashed, and shredded. A velvet cloak, somehow unscathed, bears the insignia of an upright red double-bladed axe. How small? Yeah. They certainly love the Sword Coast. I mean, if you look at a map of Faerun, it's fucking enormous, and there's so many areas that have never had any attention whatsoever. But for some reason, developers just love the Sword Coast. And the Moonsea, yeah. Seated, preparing to rest in one corner of this room, is the body of a human miner. Something is blocking this door. Pushing hard on the wooden panels, you force it open, only to reveal beady eyes and drawn blades. Yeah, Moonsea just means Flan and Hillsfar. And Myth Draenor and all that stuff, yeah. What are these dogs? Ice Hound. Just hellhounds, but white. Okay. Hey, Florin, how you doing, man? Searching an orc, Commander Root says, "Look at this," and holds up a note scrawled on brown paper. It reads, "Find out who's given the orders, Gog." I'm doing alright. real sad part is, like, the story is done. The actual story of this game is this whole plot to cause all the cities to go to war with each other. We've solved it. It's over. But the game's just still going now. Like all the rest, this is just a small cubicle, another miner's quarters. Unlike all the rest, this one is occupied. On one of the orcs, the party finds a crudely scrawled note that reads, "Follow the monsters. Find out what's going on. Who's in command? Ain't Thos the big dumb fur claws. Dog." Can we drop all these stupid papers now? This is awfully techno. What the hell is this song from? Apparently this is a Bloody Tears from Castlevania Chronicles. Okay. There it is. Da, 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 da. You see a note miner lying in a heap at the foot of the wall. From the look of his helmet, he was hurtled against the stone by some monster with tremendous strength. It looks like we can rest in some places here. That's good. What am I doing here? Some crystal that people want us to get now that has nothing to do with anything? They're just like, hey, there's this legendary crystal. We hear it's up in this mountain. Do you want to go get it for us? Okay. Do you think they would have just been like, oh yeah, the mastermind of the evil plot lives in this mountain, go get him? But no, the plot's over. They're just like, oh yeah, go find this magic crystal. Okay. Yeah. Any legendary swords I find, I'm keeping. Fuck them. They can have their stupid gem. Oh my god. This is like the weirdest version of Bloody Tears I've ever heard. Better than the Netflix one? Yeah, I mean, I was super happy that Bloody Tears showed up. That was really cool, but it was not a very good version of Bloody Tears, that's for sure. I was like, oh my god, Bloody Tears! And I was like, oh. You should have just hired Yamane to score the show. Not like she's doing anything anymore. Enter the great central plaza of Fireshare. A huge, polished copper statue of a regal-looking dwarf dominates the center of the square. The inn's common room is filled with broken tables and chairs. Look, says First Scripter, behind the bar. None of the spirits have been touched. Let's get drunk. It's an underground town that serves the mine. Just like to point out that we've played all the Gold Box games, and this is the first time through all of them have I ever felt the need to use auto battle to get through these fights. There's so many just pointless trash combats in this game that it's just like, yeah, auto battle, go for it. Broken weapons, armor, and shields are strewn in every corner of this shop. Yeah. There's not enough room for all my crap there on the side. Picks, shovels, clothing, boots, and all manner of general goods are scattered everywhere in this shop. When you entered, this room appeared empty, but now Meat Jesus says, "Wait, I hear someone or something breathing." Ready yourself for battle, but Meat Jesus says, "Now I hear a voice." Everyone freezes. From behind a pile of tables, tossed against a wall, a weak voice whispers, "Help!" The broken furniture is pulled aside to reveal a cowering but unhurt dwarf. Once he realizes you will not hurt him, he tells you his story and you write it down in your journals, entry number 81. Cowering Dwarf's Tale. I am Barilt. Did you see my sign? My fine sign? It's the finest sign in all of Fireshare, don't you think? Tears rolled down his cheeks. They killed my 3 apprentices, those monsters. Did I help? No, I ran away. They didn't find me, but they killed my apprentices. They killed them all, and I ran away, and they killed them. Did you see my sign? Isn't it lovely? No one else in Fireshare has such a sign. So lovely. He trailed off into repetitive gibberish. Reluctantly, we left the trembling figure and moved on. Shrine of Dumathane. Furniture in this shrine has been destroyed and no one remains within these walls. Strangely, the rich tapestries on the walls and silver statues on the altar are untouched. Yeah, and each one leads to its own separate floor. They better. Oh, loud. We've been everywhere else, so let's go down. wide, well-braced mine shaft here leads up. This definitely doesn't match where we went down. We were like up here, weren't we? Oh, thanks, Florin. Actually, this auto map thing, the Gold Box Companion shows secret doors, so even if my characters don't detect them, I see them. You come upon two gnomes digging for copper at the end of this mine. As you approach, one turns and says, "You know there are troubles above. Please leave us be." As you continue to watch the gnomes, they stop working and peer back at you. After a moment, they pack their equipment, trudge past you silently, and are gone. What? Yeah, the whole mine's being slaughtered by yetis, but we'll just keep digging at this copper here. Okay. Cold draft blows through the archway to the east. What's that smell? If Nord asks. Whatever it is, it smells like it's rotting. A hole, roughly 8 foot square, has been broken out of the north wall here. Before you have a chance to investigate, huge man-like creatures attacks the party. Whoa! That Umber Hulk sprite, though. Okay. They've had Umber Hulks in the other Go Box games. I guess they decided to redraw the sprite for this game. That's wild. It's also freaking huge. What the hell? Yeah, baby was Slammer from Ghostbusters, yeah. Quick, get him some hot dogs. Peering into the hole in the wall, you find that it is shallow, but holds the effects of a number of the monster's victims. Magic shield. Enter a large chamber. Torches set in brackets high on the walls illuminate the horde of yetis charging forward to greet you. Good, everybody's afraid. Fucking yetis? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them, but what the fuck? It's like dragon fear. You got this, crybaby. Peachy's just left the map. He's like just gone. Alright, fear's wearing off. Yeah, the Ice Hounds just seem to be reskinned Hellhounds. They do the exact same thing, except it's ice instead of fire. As the party members look at each other and breathe a sigh of relief, after your victory in battle, you hear human-sounding voices shouting warnings. Looking towards the sounds, you see a second pack of Yeti and Ice Hounds charging towards you, spurred by a single huge Yeti. Fuck, not fear again. Really? Stanley died? Oh man. Oh, fuck. I mean, he was like 90-something, it was inevitable, but... Fuck. That sucks. Shit. I'm a huge comic nerd, so... Yeah. It's crazy, like the last years of his life were spent being fucking manipulated by these weird people who were trying to take control of his money. It's just... Such a sad end to that guy. Pops just ran off the map. Fuck. Battle music during a battle. Yep. Why did I move him forward? Shouts go up from all around you. Miners, freed from their Yeti captors, rush up to thank you the party. You record what happens next, journal entry number 20. Yeah, Kevin Smith was trying to get him to move in with him, yeah. Yeah, it was such a fucked up situation. Man. Alright, journal entry 20, the Shearmaster's Tale. Man in purple and blue robes at the head of the crowd opens his arms wide and proclaims, "Our heroes, we are free from the great snow monster and his minions." As the throng cheered, he came to each of us in turn and shook our hands. "I am the Shearmaster, brother of Menaster, head of the triumvirate of Fire Shear and leader of this town. I and my people thank you." A commotion swept through the crowd of newly freed miners. "What of our friends at the docks?" someone called out. "Yes, you are right. We must go to the docks, to the west," the Shearmaster called out. "Free the docks from the great evil there. Hurry, heroes of Asgore. Will you lead the way?" The crowd quieted and looked anxiously to us for a reply. Without hesitation, we all nodded and shouted, "To the docks!" read these more carefully. We might be finding some that go down. Task goes up. High ceilings and fine carvings in the stone of this chamber indicate it is a place of importance. Oh, we haven't been hit by a random encounter since we won those fights. Maybe the Yetis are all dead now. Nice. What's up? Been everywhere, haven't we? Well, this took us to a different area together. It's not a good sign. I don't want to have to go down each of these staircases. First glance, it seems that several miners are standing here talking, but something is wrong. The scripter steps forward and says, "Oh no, all been turned to stone." I don't want to fight Medusas. This cavern on the sea is filled with Yeti and ice hounds. Instinctively, you start to back away, but they see you and attack. There wasn't any fear earlier, and now all of a sudden it's just like dragon fear on these guys. I have no control over my people right now. There we go. Just as the last Yeti goes down, you understand how such solitary creatures could unite to launch the devastating assault on Fireshare. A large globe, a full 6 feet wide, floats out of the shadows. Its top is covered with tiny eye stalks, but this is really a contradiction, for the whole monster is one giant eye. A beholder, one of the most dreaded foes in all the realms. Yeti and ice hounds charge forward to defend it, more in fear of the great-eyed master than in hatred of you. Shit. So they decided to make a new beholder sprite as well. Alright. Not as good as the Umber Hulk one. No, I don't think he's like the beholder from Baldur's Gate 2 there. Hey, Tabasco Punk, how you doing, man? Yay. Large group of miners rushes in, weapons ready. See the beholder dead? They give a great cheer. The sheer master steps forward. My brother was correct. You are great heroes. I can never repay you, but accept these and our thanks. You will always be welcome here. He motions behind him, and 2 dwarfs bring forward a great copper-bound chest. Sheer hammer? A blast of cold salt air strikes your face. Before you is the trackless sea. A party made up of a human, a dwarf, and a gnome approach and asks, where do you wish to travel? Okay, Ice Peak is where we're going, but we're going to finish mapping this out here. Okay, there's nothing else to map out. Ice Peak it is. Ah, says the dwarf, many of our brothers are bound there also. They shall be glad to see you come. Please accept free passage aboard our ship. Prepare to depart, the sheer master takes you aside. Be sure of your goals at the Ice Peak, he warns you. He warns you record the rest of what he says at Journal Entry 77. Hey, Amnius. Sheer Master's warning. The Ice Peak is a very dangerous place, and your enemies have knowledge of your coming. You'll arrive at the chief city, Arlsbarg, and the people there will be hostile, for their leaders are allied with Luskin. Get through the city as fast as possible. Head east to the settlement called Bjorn's Hold. His people care not for Luskin, but watch for enemies everywhere. Next, go north to the village of Ice Wolf. It is a town of gentle people, the Ice Hunters, but Northmen also live there. If the stories are true, it is from Ice Wolf that you will be able to set out in search of the gem. Good luck. Climbed into a small boat, and minutes later, they had rowed us out to a ship waiting close to shore. This is Psycho Warrior from Castlevania 2. Trip to the Ice Peak is short but bitterly cold. If Nord curses every wave, between trips up on deck to the railing, swears never to ride even a rowboat again. Arlsbarg. Guards dressed in the livery of Luskin occupy this room. One stands and says, "Heroes of Asgore, we've been expecting you. May we escort you to our leader, Tranjer Rolsk." Okay. Well done, Rolsk tells the guards. You may leave now. Rolsk stands and extends his hand to greet you. As you step forward, he suddenly turns and pulls a rope hanging from the ceiling. Before you can react, a huge weighted net drops from the ceiling, ensnaring the entire party. "Guards!" Rolsk shouts. A phalanx of his minions rushes into the room and hauls you off to a damp, cold cell. Is it? Oh, you're right. Belmont's Revenge. Yeah. Wrong Castlevania 2. Nord says, "This door is locked fast. I can't budge it and I can't pick it. We should rest and wait for something to happen." How long do I have to rest? Holy shit. Alright, fine. Let's rest for days. Let's rest for 99 days. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is. Rolsk will lock the party up in this cell, if he can capture them. If the party ends up here, they must rest for 1 day. When the day is up, try the cell door. I rested for like 15 days earlier, and it didn't fucking matter. It's been 40 days. Yay! A small dark man dressed in animal skins peers at you through the dark. Peers? What kind of sentence is this? A small dark man dressed in animal skins peers at you through the bars. But I can open this lock, he tells you. After a few moments of fumbling with a narrow piece of metal, the door swings open. Hurry, there's no time to explain. Head to Ice Wolf. And slips away. Chained to the wall of this cell is a small black-haired man with light brown skin. He says, "My name is Icy Trees, and I know that you're the heroes of Asgore." "I know much that you should know," Icy Tree says. He talks with you for some time, and you record his words, journal entry number 80. Icy Tree's story. "We broke the shackles that held the man, and he thanked us with a sense of urgency in his voice. Be warned, Trancher Rolsk is a very evil man. He supports those in Luskan and their pirates. Stay away from him. We know why you are here and wish to help. You must seek our leader, Bleak Sky at morning. Hurry, go east to Bjorn's Hold, and then from the North Pier, take a boat north to Ice Wolf. Fucking random fucking encounters, for Christ's sake. Many dwarves sit around a long table in this room. They apparently recognize you as the heroes of Asgore, and they greet you with a rousing cheer as you enter. Several guards are discussing where to search for the heroes of Asgore. They see you and attack. Yeah, we heard the Stanley news. It fucking sucks. I mean, it's expected. He was like super old, but it's not cool. It's not cool at all. Creator says, it looks like Trancher Rolsk wants us dead. I think we should move on to Bjorn's Hold. We should receive a better welcome there. about to die. This game sucks. It's really fucking bad. I'm so tired of this game. I'm so fucking tired of this fucking game. Alright, look at the clue book. Is there anything in this fucking town I need to do? Yeah, we finished Tomb Raider 1. We're gonna do Tomb Raider 2 for sure. We'll play something else before we jump into that, though. I don't want to burn myself out on Tomb Raider games. Get out of this fucking town! Oh my god, I'm so... Oh man, I'm so done with this. I am so done with this game. Can't flush it though. Okay, I have to go all the way. Yeah, I thought we were pretty much done, but it turns out we have a bunch of horse shit left. How much is left after this? This place is Ice Peak Stage 1. Stage 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 areas to do. I like the looks of this. They're training the Ice Hounds to fight with them in battle. Is that different from them training Hellhounds that we've been fighting the whole fucking game? After we killed the Beholder, oh, did you miss the Beholder? Sweet new Beholder sprite they came up with, where he looks like super depressed. Group of Northmen block the path ahead. One approaches, arm raised. We seek enemies of Luskan to help us drive them from our isle. With whom will you stand in this battle? Tell the story. Explain how you've been fighting against Luskan and your mission here. The man relaxes and says, "Welcome, friends." He and his men continue into Arlsberg. Wait, what? This isn't the exit? How do you exit this fucking town? Oh my god. The fucking clue book map shows 2 exits where we're standing. There are none. You were unable to escape, and now our whole party's gonna get wiped by fucking... Oh yeah, I'm having a fucking blast. This is starting to reach Dark Queen of Kryn levels of fuckery. Except at least in Dark Queen of Kryn, you could win the initiative roll. In this, the enemies get initiative every time they fight you. So you're just dead every fight. You can't do anything about it. This also isn't an exit, apparently. There's just no way out of this town. We could just declare that this game is bugged and unfinishable. You step out onto an old wooden pier, the cold, icy wind seems to blow right through your clothing and armor as it screams across the trackless sea. I wish to go back to Fireshare. No, I don't want to go to Fireshare, because Fireshare is where we were and where we don't need to be. I don't know. I'm completely stuck now. Unless there's like... The exit just doesn't show up in Gold Box. But the exit was actually there, okay. Okay, we're out of town. That's good. Show up as an actual door in Goldbox Companion. What? Pathway forks here. To the north it climbs upwards steeply, leading to the ice peak itself. To the west, the path takes a level course along the mountainside. A large group of Northmen approaches the party. They are not from Luskan, says their leader. Let them pass. Cautiously edged by the warriors and move on. A great party of Northmen approaches. You record what happens next is journal number 2. Bjorn's tale. The leader of the men, wrapped in thick furs, faces you arms raised. As he prepares to speak, many Northmen and the smaller ice hunters push in behind you. I'm Bjorn, son of Bjorn, chief of this village. Those Alaskan heroes of Asgore, my people salute you. Bjorn yells. The Northmen raise their axes and cheer. Good fortune on your mission, he adds, and leads his men away. A group of Northmen and ice hunters is seated around a campfire, the smoke escaping through a hole in the ceiling. They ask you to join. Settling down around the fire with good food and drink at hand, he relaxed. Soon you're caught up in their stories and record one of them as Journal Entry 78. Ice Hunter's story. It is said, one very old leather-skinned ice hunter began, that the lair of the ancient dragon Freezefire was in the peak above us. With his power he held all in terror. In his heart he held great greed. It is also said that the dragon tormented the old city of Nimor's Hold, now known as Waterdeep. Then a man of great courage, Stramlane the Wise, called upon the magic of the land, gathered to himself all great power, and tempered great evil with itself. He created the gem. On a field in high summer to his people, Stramlane presented this most marvelous and magical gem. High aloft he held it, and it gleamed in the sunlight, and this brought forth Freezefire just as Stramlane had desired. The beast swooped down upon the man, attacking him, striking him to the ground with great wind from its wings. It tore the gem from Stramlane's hands with its mighty claws. Off the dragon flew with its new treasure to its lair high on the ice peak. And there the dragon stayed. Upon no man or beast did Freezefire make evil again. The centuries passed, and the story was forgotten. Somewhere deep within the ice peak lies the dragon with its hoard and the gem. Settling down around the fire. Oh, okay. So this gem is keeping the dragon at bay, and we're supposed to retrieve it. Why would we just leave it there? You're still here, Bjorn grumbles. I thought that surely by this time you'd be on the boat to Ice Wolf. The door to the north is almost but not quite shut. Peering through the small opening, you see nothing but darkness. Quietly pushing the door open, you step into the chamber. Several black-robed men lie sleeping on the floor. Standing in the shadows, several others are casting spells. smell of fish fills this room. Several small, dark-haired men are cleaning the day's catch. Record with the Italian's journal entry number 9. What is this song? It's from Symphony of the Night. I don't remember this song at all. It's pretty bad. Shit, what journal entry was that? The screen's gone. 9? Tale of the Big Fish. One man stands to speak. I am Big Fish in cold water. My people are the ice hunters. Our leader, Bleak Sky at Morning, expects your coming. He knows what you would know. Seek him. Go to Ice Wolf. 2 of my people and 2 Northmen wait your arrival at the Northern Dock. Go there. Hurry. Evil men in black robes are close behind. Hey hipster, how you doing, man? No, I got Charm Person. It's a much stronger first level spell than Magic Missile. And it works. I cast the wrong spell. Yeah, this is a Go Box game, hipster. We've played 10 of these. It's the 11th one and last one. Trying desperately to not flush this, because I want to have them all done, but this is so fucking bad. This game sucks. Real bad. These guys are casting like Finger of Death or something. I don't know what they're doing, but it's instantly killing people. This is what we're fighting for the rest of the game, then I'm done. Yep, Sticking Cloud is a great spell. I just never had the opportunity to cast it before because they kept fucking doing hold person on me. So that whole fight was for nothing too. That's the best part of it. Waves of hot air flow from the archway to the north. The flickering orange light within the portal smoke is visible. Pop says, fire deep beneath the ground, just like that chamber in Miramar. Oops. eerie flame flickers in this room, pushing back the all-enveloping darkness. To your left, you suddenly see several black-robed men, arms raised, commanding a wall of flame. They attack. Yeah, they've had that fire elemental sprite for a long, long time. You only learned last year that Dispel Magic, yeah. Dispel Magic's very important because it cures both Hold Person and Charm Person. The two worst things you could ever have happen to you. It's not even that there's too many enemies, it's that the enemies are too fucking ridiculous. It's just purely like, oh, do you make your saving throws? You do, you're okay. If you don't, you lose. That's fun. You having fun? I mean, wands have a fixed level. Like, do I want to cast a 3-6 Ice Storm? Or an 11-6 Fireball? Ooh, tough choice. Wands are terrible. You! Oh my god, this fucking game can... Oh man. This is so stupid. Why wouldn't it matter? What are you even talking about? Tucked inside the robe of one of the masters is a thick envelope. Its wax seal broken. First scripter says, orders. Record the contents as journal entry number 79. Black-robed orders. Unfolding the heavy paper, you see carefully written gold script letters that read, "Our time has come. Pick up their trail at Mirabar and follow to the ice peak. Let them lead you to the gem, then take it. Be sure their bodies are burned, broken, and very dead. A quick return will ensure a great reward. Failure will ensure death without end." You're still here? Bjorn grumbles, though surely by this time you've been on the boat to Ice Wolf. I can find it. Ain't trippy. A large group of Northmen appears in front of the party. At first they look hostile, but as they approach, they recognize you and raise their axes in salute as they pass by. 2 Northmen and 2 ice hunters greet you as you step out onto a pier. We're ready to take you to the Ice Wolf. Are you prepared? Yes, get the fuck out of here. Climb down into the small boat, and the men begin rowing north. A short time later, you reach a dock. Mountains treacherous, but not so treacherous as the men in black, says an ice hunter. Seek the one named Bleak Sky of Morning. Climb out of the boat, and the men row it. Shearhammer is just the reward we got for killing the beholder. But apparently my fighter went into auto-fight mode and he threw it at somebody, so I had to pick it up again. Dwarves fill this room, some sleeping, some on guard, some talking. Several push forward to greet you, crying out, "The heroes of Asgore, you've arrived." Opening the door, you come face to face with a set of drawn swords. Really? Ah! Spell didn't work. For some reason. Worked on one person. Six platinum, I'm rich, yeah. Guarding this room is a single man. Unfazed by superior numbers, he attacks your party. Against the wall is a small iron-bound chest. No lock or latch is visible. Examine it. Sure. Dave Nord kneels to inspect the chest, then grabs it with both hands and turns it around. It's facing the wall. Now I see the lock, but there is a trap. Disarm it. Dave Nord tinkers with the lock, then shouts, "Look out!" A white cloud of gas pours out of the lock. When you awaken, your arms, but not your legs, are bound. The sounds of an argument in the next room reach your ears. Try to get free. Pops and Afe Nord manage to loosen their bonds and free their hands, then quickly untie everyone else. A voice from the doorway shouts, "They're escaping!" I hate this game. I fucking hate this game. I've got, let's see, Ice Wolf here, and then Freeze Fire's Lair, and then we're done. We have 2 areas left. Thanks for the bits, Amasigo. I will try. I will try. I'm trying. Doing my best. Oh, apparently if I don't free myself, the dwarves come and kill them and I don't have to fight them. Alright. The fight ends quickly. The door to your room opens and in come several dwarves. Ah, the heroes of Asgore are all tied up. The dwarves cut your bonds and release you. Bob says, "Thank you, friends. May I offer you this chest as a reward? Take care, for the lock is trapped." One of the dwarves peers at the chest for a moment, then smashes it with a hammer. It opens, he scoops out the contents, and they leave. I want the treasure, not them. So, judging by that, I could just bash the chest to get into it. Three rings. Okay. So to get the chest, you have to bash it open. That makes sense. Oh, this game is certainly something. This fight is not yours, visitors. It is our way only. Let us go alone. Our way lies on the other side of this wall. Northmen pass through the archway to the west. Narrow path leads north and west. From this archway, climbing steeply up the snowfields that cover the mountainside. Several ice hunters are sitting here discussing the hunt, the fishing, and the welcome you, then return to their conversation. A scruffy-looking man challenges the party as he slips through the secret door. Business heavy here. Fine. Very good, but the doorman craves a little something to keep him vigorous. What say ye? He's just a gem merchant. I was hoping it would be a regular store so I could identify these rings we found. A single battle-worn axe juts out, blade lodged in the wood of this door. May I train you? I don't think anyone is a level up, do they? Tell because of the demi-human thing. Two short, black-haired men stand guard on either side of the corridor here. One says, "We are the Ice Hunters. We guard the wilderness. Pass in safety, heroes of Asgore." The high ceiling of this chamber makes it appear larger than it is. Torches line the walls, their dancing lights creating 1,000 ever-changing shadows. Ice Hunters sit in a circle around a very old man who says, "I am bleak-skied morning. I know you have come. You are expected." This is Journal Entry 67. Sky's story. Long have we waited, the old man said, his words measured and thoughtful. From grandfather to father, from father to son, from generation to generation has the secret been passed. 600 years we have waited, and now you have come. The old man rises. He gestures to the rear of the room to a door. The way is there. Long have we watched, long has it waited. Through the door you must go. Climb the steepest climbs. Find the lair of the dragon. The ancient power you seek is there in the great cavern. Bleak sky at morning faces you squarely and looks into the eyes of Pops. He asks, has the time come? Not yet. I would like to find a shop if you have one. Is this contender for worst gold box? It's... yeah. It's right up there with Dark Queen. Except Dark Queen was, like, shittier for longer, whereas this game's, like, concentrated all the shit in the end here. The door to this room is slightly ajar, probably to allow the campfire smoke to escape. Yeah, aid you in your journey. Sure. Oh, he's a temple. Hey, Beard. How you doing? Only fools ignore the Northmen. Wandered here since before time, the Northmen defend their land, their people, and their honor. What? What are you talking about? I'm your friend. Why am I fighting these guys now? The North Helm? It's just a +2 helmet. I don't think anybody needs that. There are no shops here. Alright. That's annoying. The old man kneels and bows. Then you must go. The land, the sea, the sky. The sun go with you. Call upon them in your need. Pathway leads into the wilderness here. To the north it is narrow and treacherous, a difficult climb. To the south, the track skirts the mountainside, rising gently as it goes. Ice Peak, Freezefire's Lair. This is the final fucking dungeon, and we're done. you know this is going to be ridiculous. A black-robed man is standing here. He takes one menacing step towards the party, then stops and begins to sob pitifully. Report his story as Journal Entry 69. Black-robed man's tale. Freezefire's lair, the gem, the heirs of Ascorp arrived before we could find the way. All is wrong. I have failed. The masters will torture me and never let me die. The masters of Hellgate Keep, they sent us to stop you. They sent us to retrieve the gem, and now my group is lost. I am lost, and I have failed. The man slumps limply against a boulder in complete despair. Too bad I don't have the option to slit his fucking throat. To the east, the wall's stonework becomes more and more smooth. It's clean straight, mortises chiseled by skilled hands. High above you is an opening, perhaps a window. Oh, it's like an alternative way in. This encounter rate is insane. In this mountain of ice, an even colder gust of wind somehow blows over you. Undead monsters follow the cold air and attack the party. Bye. Or not. Bye. More broken bones, smashed and twisted armor occupy this corridor. Not sure I want to meet whatever did this, said Crybaby. Yeah, the undead are very, very scary in pools of radiance. Then beyond that, they're pointless. More Umber Hulks! Sweet, we get to see the awesome sprites again. Oh shit. That's too good. Oh boy. Man, they're just pouring in, aren't they? Jumbled in the corner, you find the remains of several adventurers, past victims of the Umberhawks. Nice if I could identify any of these things, but you know, there's no shop anywhere near here. Grab a long sword. Cold air flows from the south into this old chamber. Many hands work to carve these ancient halls in the mountain stone at perfect angles, and every room testify to their skill. Platinum, yeah. Cold winds stream out of the archway to the east. From the south, you feel a current of moist, warm air. On the far side of this room, a small pool of hot water bubbles. The spring makes the room feel warm, comfortable, and safe. It's been a while since I wasn't cold, says Beat Jesus. Cold air and blacker than blackness fill this chamber. As you stand and try to peer ahead, a chill creeps up your spine. Crybaby says, "There's something here." There was something here. Is level drained Creador. Somebody who's blocking the way gets a fucking turn here. Thank you. I think he was level 12. Did that drain 3 fucking levels off of him? That's a little absurd, actually. Too absurd. Because once again, we've got a D&D game that doesn't actually have any way to restore lost levels. Apparently it didn't drain any levels. Just did that for nothing. Yay! Groping in the total darkness, you stumble upon a long, low wooden box. I don't know why they've given us 2 wands here in this dungeon, but there's no way to identify them. Like, what's the point? Use them. It may not even tell me what they are unless it's an attack spell with a graphic I recognize. That doesn't identify it. For all I know, it could be like a wand of hold person. Enough, Chad. How you doing, man? This game sucks. It's what it is. It's really bad, but we're in the final dungeon here, so hopefully we can finish this garbage. After a brief steep descent, you face high walls and towers to the south, west, and east. Club-wielding giants over 20 feet in height attack the party. Oh, giants. Cloud Giant Shamans. Oh, good. Huh? How did that hit him for like 80 damage? What the fuck? Yeah, maybe he was at low hit points from that attack of opportunity and I just didn't see. Several giants occupy this room. A female turns to face the party saying, "This can go no further. Leave now and you shall live." Eat shit. That this is the final trespass you shall ever commit. Holy fuck. She has one arrow left. Fuck. That music? Fuck. I don't know. Okay, I can go back. It's from Final Fantasy Type 0. It's called Makina Teremu. Whatever that means. Excuse me. Wall of rock rises sharply to the north. The pattern of the stones betrays that this wall was built not by an avalanche, but by living creatures. So where the hell is the dragon? Something up here in that room. That's it. You're unable to escape. Let's look at the map here. Final encounter occurs here. Get in there. Tree tunnel. Freeze fire alert. Okay. Apparently it's behind all the giants we fought. We just have to search for it. Yeah, this is from Pillars of Eternity. Which had a really nice soundtrack, unlike the sequel. Don't know what happened there. It's the same composer. Hey, Trolletus. Supposedly the entrance is right here, but Maybe this leads us there. To the west, a great tower rises high above the carpet of ice and snow. Although crudely fashioned, it appears to be strong and solid. Pathway ends here, covered by an avalanche of rocks and boulders. Lifting some of the stones, you expose a small opening from which a cold, musty-smelling draft escapes. Great beings over 20 feet tall appear ahead of you. They're cloud giants, says Crybaby. A large rock sails over your head. And they're evil, Crybaby adds. As you move more stones, you find that the avalanche has covered the opening to a tunnel. Fuck. I'd like to heal before, final battle, if that's okay with you, game. Hey hipster, yeah, they're making some cell phone Diablo game. Darkness swallows the party as you climb down into the mountain. The path descends for a short time, then begins to rise again. You emerge a few minutes later in a huge cavern. Narrow shafts of light filter through the ceiling to illuminate great piles of rocks and dirt. Dust swirls in the drafty gloom, and your voices echo eerily off the high stone walls. Can fix here, okay. Good. Entering the chamber, you are stunned into silence. Pop says, "This must be it. Freeze Fire's lair." In each direction, everywhere you look, shimmering treasures heaped high against every wall. Pile upon pile of gold and platinum pieces, and gems, still more gems. Riches beyond count and imagination. Multitude of pinpoint gleams in the darkness. You realize there are several men combing through the horde. Something about my enemies. Yeah, I remember this. It's like a two-part battle. Like every Gold Box game, the final battle sucks. To the shock of nobody. I actually thought the final battle of this game was the last battle of Secret of the Silver Blades. But my memories had them all mixed up. Alright then. Yeah, let's put you against like a dozen guys who do nothing but cast Hold Monster over and over and over. That's gonna make for a fun battle. The ceiling of the cavern rises high over your heads, climbing some 100 feet, then opening to the sky. Cool night air and moonlight flow into the chamber before you. Didn't even get a chance to take a turn. Why am I swinging once when I'm hasted? On a globe of invulnerability? Yeah, I've used it. It's okay. Cool, so now I'm gonna dispel Old Person and it's gonna wipe all the buffs I put on all of my people. Fantastic. Bye buffs. Oh, by the way, it didn't actually dispel the Hold Person. It dispelled everything else. This fight's really stupid. And the thing is you still have to fight the actual end boss after this fight. Like, this isn't even the final battle. Holy shit, I got a turn? Two successful slay livings. Are you fucking serious? No, this is DOS. Hey, Leonard Dealer, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I've played all 11. This is the 11th gold box game we've done on stream. We've done all of them. Out of 11, yes. Fuck. Fail all 4. Nice. Fuck, more are coming! Ah! Yes, aim at the dwarves. Gives a shit about the dwarves. Yeah, just play the Pool of Radiance series and then stop. It's really all you need to get the full gold box experience. Fucking dwarf. Move. There's a dwarf standing on top of the fucking corpse I need to heal. Hey, Randbog. That's Aifnord too. Shit. $50,000 XP, yeah. I'm from San Francisco? No, I'm in Canada, Randbog. Breathing heavily, Pops announces, "We've won! The men in black are defeated." The treasure! Pop's voice trails away. The treasure floods back into everyone's thoughts. Yet one by one, the eyes of each party member are drawn to this single, enormous, multifaceted gemstone. Clutched tightly in the claw of a great white dragon. Great, shriveled, mummified white dragon. Commander Root whispers, "Freeze fire!" Everyone lurches toward the gem in an involuntary, impulsive lunge of greed. After only a moment, each person regains control and stops to consider what to do. Suddenly, before your very eyes, a shimmering, glowing, flickering light appears. The light grows to become a globe. The globe expands and contracts as if breathing. Then it shrinks to an infinitely bright point of light before exploding star-like into something. "Well, my friends," Amanitas says, examining his projected image, "I was worried for a moment. If I'd reversed 2 words of that spell, I would appear to you as a West Moonshade pelican. But to the problem at hand, this hoard is not your goal, but of the great staff of the ages. Is that not your... Wait, that was a quest of the 5 halfling half-brothers. This is, the quest for the gem. That's it. You've reached your goal, the lair of Freezefire, that old monster himself. He lies on more wealth than any of you has ever seen, clutching the gem in his long-dead claw. But behind you are your enemies. They're already in the mountain. You must hurry." As the old man's last word, "hurry," echoes throughout the cavern, his image begins to glow. Soon it burns so brightly that you must avert your eyes and... pop! Amanitas is gone. But the pop came not from Amanitas, it came from the carcass of the ancient dragon. Pops, leaping away from the dragon, eyes lit, arms raised, displays the gem for all to see. I have it. It's mine, Pops shouts, fondling the iridescent jewel. There is no time to argue, for your attention is drawn back to Freeze Fire. Its gem stolen, the withered dragon is returned to life. Pops shouts, Freeze Fire, you shall not lay waste to our fair realms once more. Attack! The dragon swoops down upon the party. We win! Hey, Mongery. You missed the stream? What? Stream's live. What are you talking about? Freeze Fire's dead body lies at your feet. You have destroyed your black-robed enemies. For a moment, the cavern is quiet as you savor victory. Yeah, I also cheesed the dragon there. I did my anti-breath attack tactic there to get me through that. It's a cool picture, at least. Excited voices break the silence as many dwarves swarm around you. They erupt into cheers for the party, then hoist you onto their shoulders. They carry you out through the tunnel and down the ice peak to the village of Ice Wolf. Hey, thanks for...
box done.
Yep. Thanks so much, Emasigo. We are done. They carry you out through the tunnel and down the ice peak to the village of Ice Wolf. There, adept ice hunters tend your wounds and all are healed and happy. The bleak sky at morning proclaims a great feast in your honor. Northmen and ice hunters alike fill the village, cheering your every move. The word spreads quickly. Rawrim and Steelfist arrive and tell a roaring crowd that the horde will be shared by all peoples of the Northern Realms. After, the party is rewarded. 22,000 XP. 15,000 platinum. Share it out. Well, we managed to carry almost all of it. Emissaries from Waterdeep bring word that Luskan has withdrawn all forces, attacking the Lord's Alliance. Thanks to the party, there will be no war. They take charge of the gem, and in triumph escort you back to Waterdeep for rest and reward. 6,000 XP. More shit that we don't need. Yay. The month is filled with banquets. Lord Perdron declares that the heroes of Asgore are now the heroes of the North for your great deeds. On a hillside outside Waterdeep, you recall many quests, the monsters slain, the treasures won, the thousands of innocent lives you saved. It has, indeed, been glorious. Yes, I just finished it, Old Seaspine. The snow lets up, the skies begin to clear, and we are done. We have officially finished every fucking Gold Box game on stream. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, that was certainly one of the worst Gold Box games we played. No real dungeons other than at the very end. Everything was fucking just walk through towns. Fight annoying ass spellcasters who cast Hold Person on you immediately. Alright, let's rank this piece of shit. Alright, well, let's start with the worst Gold Box game of all time. Dark Queen of Krynn. It's better than Dark Queen of Krynn. Not much. Yeah, you can keep wandering around after you finish the game. I don't know why you would want to, but you can. Whoops. Was it better than Vampire? I don't think so. I don't think so. There we go. The funny thing with Nox is I would rank it higher if I played it again. It's really not that bad. It's just a terrible stream game. There we go. Where is Gateway? How much lower below Gateway did this rank? Gateway ranked pretty high. Gateway of Savage Frontier did pretty good. Treasures of Savage Frontier did not fare so well. Battle Chasers, I barely played. I played it like for an hour on stream, 2 hours. It probably shouldn't even be on the ranking list, to be honest, because I didn't play enough of it to bother. I finished it off stream, and I'd rate it higher than that. Just get rid of it.